from QuickTrade. Welcome to our technical analysis webinar. Let me see who do we have here. We have Sonobi Soyoyo and Gert Dale so far. I think maybe later we're going to have more people joining us. How are you guys doing? Can you hear me? Please shoot me a line there. Let me know if you can hear me. Thank you. Oh, okay, guys, you can hear me. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Thank you. Do you guys have anything? I know Sonobis has sent me something this morning. I think it was on what was it again, Sonobiso? Was it MRP? I think it was MRP. We had a look at it, and MRP is actually a very strong stock. If you look at it from a longer time frame, it looks like it still has some legs to run still. We shouldn't try and take advantage of the short-term weakness in this stock, in my opinion, because I mean, anytime we could have the stock breaking up and moving higher again. So I think maybe we should use maybe support levels that we find on a stock. Like if you see important support levels or key levels, use those key levels to go in and take some longs if you get an opportunity to do so. So for that reason, I do not really think that MRP is a very good candidate for a short. I'm not saying that if you want to go aggressive or be aggressive, you can't go in and take a chance there. You may, but you must understand that you are really going against the trend. You're supposed to be looking for support levels to go in and take some longs, provided you get some good support areas. Guys, I don't know what's happening here. Something has just happened. Please wait for me while I still try and figure out what's happening here. What did you do, Tafar? Mm, okay, okay, me too. Me too. Take this one off. Okay, no, cool, perfect. Okay, guys. Sorry about that. There was a little bit of a hiccup here. Something just changed. It went blank. I'm sure you guys saw that maybe on your screens. I don't know if it was just only on my screen. Okay. Check. Okay. Guys, I don't know if you can remember this, but about a week or two ago, we spoke about Exaro. I don't know if you guys can remember. We spoke about Exaro. Raymond should remember. Hi, Raymond. Raymond should remember. We spoke about Exaro. We said every time Exaro gets to 112, 113, 114, those levels, maybe you should use that as an opportunity to go in and short Exaro. Do you guys remember? Yes, and well, I mean, the reason why we wanted to do that is because in March we had a negative month. We're down 17%. So this month again, we expect Exaro maybe to come down to 99 bucks and maybe even to like 90 bucks. First target we were looking at was 100. Next target 90 bucks and 85 rands, maybe lower down. So because I mean there is some negative momentum here, these are the things that you look at. I'm looking at a monthly chart. These are some of the things that you look at. We are below our moving average there. The stock has been negative for how many months? December, no, January, Feb, March. January we were down 12%. Feb we're down 7%, 6.88, and in March we're down 17.4%. And this month we could maybe be down maybe another 5% or so. I have no idea right now as to how much exactly we're going to be down, but my feeling is we are going to be trading lower. Okay, let's do this. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. This is what I'm talking about. Let us try and get these. This is the level I was talking about, that every time it gets here. I don't know if you guys can see it nicely there from your screens. Every time it gets to 112.50, 113, sellers come in and push the price lower. So I'm looking at that every time it tries to go up there, guys, you must be only look out for this one. Every time you see it going up to 112.50, 113, you must go in and take some shots there. Take some shots on Exaro. The current range is between well, I mean, let's just call it 113 or 112.50 and 104. That is the current range. A break below this range should take us through 100. So we're just having that, I mean, minor range there. Let me try and make it bigger. We're just having that minor range there between 112.50 and 104. So the next move from where we are now, I expect the price to come down to 104. If 104 fails to hold, I expect the price to move a little bit lower. Let me see, what is 1250 minus 4? That is 7, is it not? Huh? 1250 minus 4 is 8. Sorry, it's 8. So it's 8. So 104 less 8, that is 96. The minimum target that you should do from 104, the price should actually come down to 96. So these are the shares that you should actually target if you want to make money from this market, even if you want to keep it for the whole month. Let's say maybe your intention is to keep it for the whole month of April. If you had bought it, sorry, if you had sold it, maybe around the 5th, when the price went back up to 113, 112.50. Keep it for the whole month, see what it does. Remember, when you're holding a short, you don't pay swaps, they pay you. The only time you suffer is when you have to pay out a dividend, because I mean you have to pay the dividend to the platform provider if you are holding a short on pay date. If pay date arrives and you've been holding the stock for a long time before it even went ex-div, you can actually be required to pay, or you will be required to pay the same amount that the company is paying out as a dividend. So you must be very careful when it comes to those. But I mean, if you really feel that the stock is still going to go down and fall, you can take a short. So I'm going back to Exaro again. I think Exaro is a stock that we can actually short. Raymond, both of you, Raymond and Gert, if you guys can remember, which other stock did you mention that was a good candidate for a short? If you can remember that. I know another stock that we mentioned was ARI. Can you remember another one? ARI was a stock that was marked as a short. Let's have a look at it. Let's have a look at the monthly chart. We checked ARI at the end of March. In March, ARI was down 18.5, and month to date we are down 6%. Oh, was it CPI? Okay, it's fine. But do you guys remember ARI? We mentioned ARI. ARI month to date is down 6%. Have you guys made 6% this month? Who's made 6% so far? No one. Okay, guys. No one. But I mean, this is the trade. This is the trade that you are supposed to be checking right now. ARI. I think ARI is going to decline a bit more. Let me see if I can. What caused that? Okay. So on ARI. Yo, guys, why is this such a tongue twister for me? Okay, 105.90 there. Okay, can mark all those. So I think the range 105.90 or 106 and 102. I think that's the value. That's the value area if you'd like to go in and take a shot on ARI. I think you can go in and take a shot there And that's if it does go back up there. If it goes back up to 105, 105, 90, you can go in and take a shot there. I think you can actually make a bit more money going forward on this one, because I still expect the stock to fall a bit more. If you like patterns, if you're a patterns guy, there is a bit of a head and shoulders pattern here. This was the shoulder, the head, the right shoulder. It went up to test there. It went below that neckline there. The top is coming down. So I think this is a good trade setup. Guys, you should be on a lookout for trade opportunities on this one, ARI. Okay, Raymond. I will come to you now. Let me have a look. Forex is not risky. Forex is not risky. The risky thing in trading is your behavior and knowing what you are doing. If you don't know what you are doing and you are risking too much, yes, you're gonna say Forex is a risky business. But Forex on its own is not really a risky business at all. It's not. I don't agree with those people that say that Forex is risky. No, financial. Well, I mean, we might as well just say that financial markets in general are risky, not Forex alone. Okay. Well, Raymond, I just want to. Okay, is it Gert? Okay, Gert. Yeah, we did touch on this one, but I think we pointed out the fact that the main reason why we to see this huge fall of 27% in January this year, that was due to the Viceroy report that came out that was saying that I mean Capitec is not a well-run business. There are many things that they are doing that are inconsistent, and yeah, they were not doing, they were not conducting the business the way they should. And when they were asked to come forward with the facts, they couldn't really do that. But I mean, if you look at the main trend line that I've just drawn here, this one, let me show you, make it bigger. This main trend line that we have here, I mean, the stock came down, it bounced off, it's still above this trend line, so I wouldn't really call this a short. And another thing, although we are below our moving average, because I mean, this was a special, yeah, this was a special drop. This wasn't just a technical drop. People were selling out because of the mighty Viceroy had come out uh, with a report saying that these guys were not really up to scratch. So that is why we had to see the stock falling like this. The following month we're up 4%, and last month we're up 3.6%. So this one cannot be a short, really. It cannot be a short. I understand that we are still trading below our moving average, but you cannot really take a short on CPI, to be quite honest. Okay, Raymond, you are saying that you want to buy USD JPY. You want to know if Forex is a risky business. Yes, Forex is risky if you don't know what you are doing and you trading without your stop losses, without your take profits, you don't know your levels, then yeah, Forex can be very risky. Otherwise, Forex is a good business if you know how to conduct yourself. So let's have a look at the stock or the currency pair that you want to look at here. USD/JPY. We'll look at it using the monthly time frame. Okay, if you look at it using the monthly time frame, you can see that we are below our moving average. The first time we breached or we went below the moving average, that was in January this year. We're down 2.9% or 2.88%. In Feb, we were down a further 2.88%. So this is amazing. We were down 2.88% in Jan. Feb, we're down another 2.88%. And in March, we're flat. Currently, the market is trying to push up. I don't think that we are done. I don't think that we are done selling here. Let us try and get the levels here on USD/JPY using the monthly time frame. Okay. I want us to mark all these turning points. What else? Okay, let me see. All these turning points are important on the USD/JPY. They are very important. I'm supposed to be drawing another one here around 100, but I'm not going to draw it. I will leave it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Raymond, allow me to do my analysis first. That's why you guys lose money, because you just jump ahead and look at all these things. Let's look at the monthly first. Okay. Uh, okay. Okay. Now let's move from the monthly to a lower time frame, the daily time frame. You can even check the weekly. No, there's no difference. There's no difference on Abiso. There's no difference. The only difference is the size. The mini is smaller, and the full contract is bigger. I want to mark this area. Let's move it up here to these two turning points. This, yeah, we are looking at this area here and that area there. Those 2 points are important. Here we are marking this top here. We are marking that top there. Let me. What color should I make it? I'll make it right at the top. That is your resistance. Let us try and get your support here. The support is around here. What color should we make it? Let's make it Well, I mean that's where we are trading currently on the US dollar Japanese yen. Every time it comes down to the support area here, marked in red, the price bounces off, and we are right on top of our moving average there. But I mean, we have an overhead resistance nearby. That overhead resistance is around 107, 107.36. Okay, let me try and make it bigger. It's 107.36, 107.40. Let's just call it 107.40. We have our main resistance around 107.40. Main resistance around 107.40. When the price gets to 107.40, you should be prepared to get out of this trade. And if you want to take a long here, you must make sure that you have your stop loss below 106. Okay, let's use this open. Is it too low? You must make sure that maybe it's at 106. Six maybe 300, or maybe 106 61 450 somewhere. I have it I mean below a couple of pips, or you can just take off that 106.61478 and make it 106.614.7. You can actually go in and take a long there. I don't know if you'll get the good risk reward ratio, because I mean 107.400 should be your target, and it's very close. 107.400 is very close, and that should be your target. If it gets there, I think that's where you should look to take your profits on this one, considering the fact that the longer time frame is short. So anytime around this dotted line here, sitting at 107.40, and this red line around 107.76 or 107.77, you can look maybe to take some shots if you get a good price action signal around these levels. You can go in, take a long, Raymond, but no, Raymond, you need to do your own analysis. You do not need to rely on someone else. I'm just giving you the stuff that you need to look at. I'm saying to you, you are supported on USD JPY around, let me come down, around 106.73, 73 110, 73 100. You are supported around there, and the price has bounced off that support area I'm talking about. Now I think it's heading up towards 107.400. When it gets to 107.400, you should look to take some profits. As to whether you should go in like right now or not, I don't know. You need to do your own analysis. But to me, it's looking positive. It's looking like it's still likely to get to 107.400. Let's have a look on the 1 hourly chart to get some better understanding of what is going on here. You see, it left this. This is actually a turning point on an hourly. I know that you cannot maybe see it, but I mean this is a turning point on the hourly chart. You can put a dotted line there between the red and this dotted line here. This is the value area. This is where you can actually go in and buy USD JPY. This is where you can go in and buy USD JPY. It bounced off here at 5 yesterday, and it started, was it yesterday? Day before yesterday, I think. On the 11th. Today is the 13th. No, today is the 12th. Yesterday, it bounced off here. It started moving higher. It came back down to this area here. It bounced off this line, and it moved higher. So the next target I'm looking at is that area there, around 107.40. Let me check. Yeah, that's the target I'm looking at. I wouldn't jump in like right now. I would wait for this thing maybe to get to 107 400 and see what it does when it gets there. Maybe you can look to take a shot maybe around 107 400, 107 500 if you get a good price action signal. If you get one, you can go in and take a shot there. Okay, you're welcome. You're welcome, Raymond. Thank you very much. Is there anyone who needs more information, maybe on the USD JPY currency pair, guys? Or are you happy with what we've covered so far? Okay. Now let's go back to stocks. Okay, I want us to go back to stocks now. I want to look for another stock that we can maybe take a long. Uh, okay, let's have a look at BVT. I want to see if we can get anything out of BVT. Well, guys, BVT is trading above its moving average on a monthly time frame. Last month, March, we were up 2.1%, and well, I mean around 216, 215. We have some good support there. We have some good support there. If you are using 2013, that's good support. And 216, and month to date we are up 4%. If this market continues maybe to improve, I think there's a good chance that we're going to end the month maybe around 242, 245 levels, or we will at least maybe try and move higher to those levels before maybe the end of the month. So the reason why I'm doing this, I'm trying to show you guys the importance of checking maybe the previous month's performance to see if you cannot spot the build up from the previous month's performance. Like if the stock does well this month, there's a good chance that there could be more buying happening on that stock maybe the following the following month. So you must always look out for that. Like this stock, even if you are using the daily time frame, you can see that there is well, I mean, this chart is not right, but I mean, you can see around this area we have we have some support around 216, 215. The stock bounced off this. It went above its moving average. It bounced off this. It went above its moving average. It came back down to try and test this area. Every time it tried to come down here, you can judge by these tails here. Every time it tried to come down here, buyers were there. They pushed the price up, and the price closed above 233. We are still above 233. The next area that I think we need to go test from the current levels of 233, I think we need to go and test 242. If we can surpass 242, I think the next target, your next target here on Bidvest would be 250. So Bidvest is amongst those stocks that you can actually go in, take a long, even if you have to keep it for the whole month. I think that there is something that you can really make out of Bidvest. I think there is something that you can make out of Bidvest. Let me see if I can pick another share that we can look at for a long. Okay, let me see. Okay, let's look at Nedbank. I think this is going to be very interesting. Let's have a look at Nedbank. Okay, guys. Really on Nedbank, I cannot pick up anything. I cannot pick up anything. There's just a lot of noise on Nedbank. It's going up and down the whole time. Let's do this. Don't know if this is going to help, but let's try. Let's try and get something out of this turning point here. Minor support here. See that minor support here? These two turning points, minor support. There's another turning point here again. Okay, if guys, I don't know. I'm looking at Nedbank here. I think if Nedbank closes the day like this today, there's a good chance that Nedbank is going to run. The first target that we are looking at, or the first resistance that we are looking at, is around. There's a couple of levels that we're looking at. We're looking at 293, our first resistance. Second resistance around 290, 299. Well, I'm on around 299. If we take out 299, our next real resistance should be around 313. I think it's starting to pick up a bit, and the rand has also strengthened a bit. I think this is a stock maybe that you can mark. I think this is a stock that maybe you can try and take a long on if you want to make some money out of this market. I think it's looking good. I like it. Okay, another stock that maybe we can look at. Let's look at Standard. Did we look at Standard Bank? We did. I think we did. Let's have a look at guys, you're allowed to pick any stock you want. Let's have a look at NASPAS. Let's have a look at NASPAS. It's been losing a lot of value over the past couple of weeks. The price has been declining on this one. Last month we lost 12.9%, but I mean this thing has been going down since December 2017. December we're down 5%, January we're down 3.36%, February down 3.7%, and March we're down 12.9%, and month to date we are up 3.6%. We are positive. Whether this is sustainable or not, guys, I have no idea. But I mean, the main thing to look at is the fact that we're trading below our moving average here at the top. We are not doing very well on NASPAs. Let us now change maybe to the weekly chart to see if we can spot anything interesting there that we can use to trade it. So far, haven't picked up anything. Okay. Okay, we bounced off that area. This small thing there. 3,165. There's something happening here because of this turning point. I know that is not a proper turning point that you are used to, but this is an important turning point. Now let's check. Well, I mean, I think as long as NASPA's is still trading above 2,850 or 2,858, we may still see a bit of a bounce, but the challenges that we have with the stock, like we said on the monthly, we are still below the moving average. On the weekly also, we are below the moving average. So this is not a good sign. I don't like what I see here. I don't like it. Now, let us check the daily. Let us check the daily. Okay, we have two levels we're looking at here. It's 3,000 and 3,000 rands or 3,012 rands, around 3,012 rands. I think that's where we can expect to see maybe some sellers coming in and pushing the price lower. If they do push the price lower, we can expect the price of NASPAS to come down to 2,850. Yeah, 2,850 is very important. We should keep an eye on it. When the price gets there, we must pay attention. It's possible that we could see maybe this price coming down to, sure. I think the last time I did some analysis on this one, I think I saw something like 2,600. I think we may still see 2,600 on this one. But I mean, let's just keep an eye on it and see what happens going forward. But I think that level is possible, 2,600 on NASPAS. Okay, guys, is there anything else that you want me to have a look at? I shouldn't be the only one just talking the whole time. You guys should also participate so that you don't get bored. Otherwise, you are going to lose interest. Guys, any stock that you'd like me to look at? Sonobi, Socher, Raymond? Oh, Sanlam. Sure. Well, Sanlam I know that Sanlam was sent out a few days ago. Sanlam, we have two levels that we are trading between. We have 81 and 78. Let me just call it 78. 78, and we have our moving average around 81.21. So if we don't get to close above that moving average today, that 81 that I've just mentioned, there's a good chance that we're going to come down to 78. And if 78, 37 or 78 fails to hold, we may see Sanlam coming maybe down to 74, 73.50. But I mean, it's still early days. There isn't much that we can say about this one, but it doesn't really look very good to me at the moment. It looks like it wants to come off. It looks like it wants to come off. If we can get maybe an hourly close below, we had an hourly close below there. Okay, let me try this. If we can get it close below 81, guys, I think it's over. We're coming back down to 78, 78.50. Any close below 78.50, we're coming back down to 76. Coming back down to 76, 74 area, 76, 74 area. I think those are the levels that we are likely to go down to here. Okay, I see Gert. We look at SPK a couple of days ago, Gert, but it's fine. Let's check it out and see what's happening here. SP monthly time frame, we are positive. We're trading above the moving average since July 2017. I'm happy with this. Last month we were positive. This month we are down 2.3%. if we round off that figure, down 2.3%. Let's check the weekly time frame. Okay. Let's mark those turning points or those support levels. We are supported around 208.63 or 208.50. Around there we are supported. Okay, let's check what the price did when it got to that 208.63 level. 208.50. 208.63 is the exact number there. We are using this week's close. The close here was 208.75. So around 208.75, that's where we are supported. But the problem is that there's no momentum at the moment because we are below the moving average. Week to date, we are down 1.7%. Let's check our daily to see if there's anything that we can pick up. Okay, 208.63 still important there. 208.63 is still important. Yeah, 208.63 is still very important, guys, and you must understand that on a monthly time frame you are above the moving average, which means that there's still some positive momentum going on here for the bulls, or for the people that are buying Standard Bank. The only issue that I have is the fact that we're trading below our moving average, and if we have been below this moving average since, I won't mark this one or that one. I will have a look at this one around the 22nd of March. 22nd of March, we've been well. I mean, we were close below the moving average, and we started moving lower from there. And right now we are supported around 208.63 or 208.75, 209 levels. If we get a close above our moving average, you should actually consider that maybe as an early signal that one should actually jump in and take a long. The next level that we should, or the target that we should look to forward to reach is 230 or 229. That's the level that I'm looking at. 2750, 229. That's the level that I'm looking at on SBK. If one decides maybe to go in and take a long there. Okay, Gert, are you happy with uh, SBK? Any follow-up questions? Okay, yesterday we sent out a trade idea on an USD CHF. I think this is the last instrument we're going to have a look at. It's USD CHF. We said USD CHF was a buy. It looks to be pushing up a lot. I like the way that it looks right now. I want to check this message, guys. Please hold on for me. I want to check it. ESDCHF at 910. We said the entry was 95.57. Stop loss was 95.52. I think we did not get to it. yesterday. 95.25. The low was 95. Yeah, I think we're going to hit our. Okay, what's the high today? I think we're going to hit 96,400 or 96,40 on this one. It's looking okay. Did any one of you guys take this one, or you don't know how to? Oh, okay, okay. Oh, okay. You made some money there, Raymond. Oh, okay. That's good, man. I'm very happy there. Oh, nice. That's a lot of money, huh? That's a lot of money, Raymond. 1,150. Yo, 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 yo. That's big. I'm telling you, that's big, my man. Big. Okay. There's something that I want to check here quickly. So you see, Raymond, this is doable. You just have to be disciplined and make sure that you do the right thing when you're trading. You will always make money. Always. Sure, this one is rising, huh? Okay, I'll have a look at I'll have a look at USD SGD. USD SGD. Yo, I've never looked at this one before. It's the first time. USD SGD. Okay, sure. Let's do the weekly first. That's not necessary, Raymond. You should keep your stop loss unless if there is a real reason why you want to move it. Don't move it just because maybe you don't want to lose money. If the market has moved up high enough and you maybe the market has established a new support area, maybe you can adjust your stop loss because of that reason. Otherwise, you mustn't just go and adjust your stop. Let me check. This stock is supported around the dotted line at the bottom, guys. Okay, who wanted me to have a look at this? Is it Raymond? Okay. It's supported around the dotted line, Raymond. Every time it hits that 130, 800 or 130, 700, I think maybe one can look to take a long, although the weekly does not agree that one should actually go in and take a long. It's under a bit of pressure, but if you check on the daily, every time it gets to the bottom of this range here, buyers come in and then push the stock higher. Like if you look at this one here, it's looking like it's looking like it wants to. It's looking like it wants to move higher from here. I think the next target from these levels, if you can go above your moving average, your next target is 1.318. I think that's what you should use as your take profit, 1.318, and your stop below this low here. This low is 1.30505. Maybe you can just put it at 1.30500. Maybe that's where you should have your stop here, and expect this thing maybe to push up and maybe make you a bit of money. But I mean, if you check it on the weekly time frame, we are below the moving average. So we are actually trading against the trend, because I mean, if you check, we went below the moving average on the week of the 20th in November 2017, and we've been trading below the moving average since. So it's a high risk trade. But I mean, if you want to use that support area at the bottom there, you can use that support around 1.30800. Every time it gets there, you can try and take a long on this one and have your stop. Below this point here, we said it's 1.30505. You can just make your stop 1.30500. Or you want the price to cross above the moving average and then go in. Yeah, you can try that, but your overhead resistance is very close. This line here around 1.31820. This is your overhead resistance. Your overhead resistance is very close, and your next target, maybe if you do go through this point here, the next target is 1.32302. Those are the levels I'm looking at, guys. If you don't have any more questions, we're going to end our session here. Thank you very much for attending and your and your contribution, guys. Thank you so much for that. Have a great afternoon.